definitely have to buy a water tank transport thingamajig so I can get some water for the cows. The field up at the top, this one. Okay, so that's a whole property. I don't know what size the actual field is. We could, theoretically speaking, cut some trees down here and make this field bigger, which would make it slightly more valuable. We could also potentially use this area here for some shepherd's huts, or even this bit. They could look over the cows. It'd be pretty nice, to be fair. Maybe 1 or 2 here, and maybe 1 here somewhere. Could work, or 1 here, 1, 2, 3, something like that. We could have a look at that, definitely. But that's again, that's long run from now. Well, most likely, when I look at tractors, which I will have to, I'm gonna have a look at. We'll probably buy a tractor first. Buy a tractor with a mower. I have to mow the grass. I might not even need to mow the grass now. I'm gonna have to go up there and have a look. But we'll have to buy a tractor. Definitely have to buy a tractor because we've got to work this field as soon as we can, so we can start getting this field worked and planted and all of that stuff. And then we obviously also need to have a tractor to be able to move the bales. We have to bale this. So definitely going to have a look at buying a tractor and probably buy a good sized tractor. Might be an older one, but it will be a good sized tractor, so that we can buy bigger equipment, because this field is pretty big and I want to make that other top field. When I have to go have a look up there, but I want to make that top field a bit bigger. And yeah, that open bit there does look like a good spot for either another field, or because we could. No, that's yeah, we could put another field up there, or put the shepherd's hut up there. Shepherd's huts up there. But I don't know. If we buy a good tractor, we're at least good for a while, and we'll just pay that off, and we won't have to worry about, you know, buying another tractor, or having the same situation we had with in Sommelair, where we bought a tractor that wasn't sufficient for the baler. Definitely gonna rather go for a bigger tractor. There's a lot of planning going on in my head. But I'm excited. I'm liking it. It's the challenge with something like this, even though we have a bit of money and we've got some fields, the challenge is to do it in a way where you don't do contracts. Because the easy thing, if you go, oh, I'm just going to do contracts, it's easy, you know. Well, I need money, cool, let's just do 3 contracts and I'm done. I got money, great, problem solved. But if you give yourself a time constraint with regards to the days in the month, which I think it's currently set on 3. I'll most likely set it on 3 if it isn't. And you give yourself a constraint with the allowance to use contracts or do contracts, which we're not allowed to do. But we're allowed to do it. I'm just going to kind of soft lock on doing that because I don't want to do contracts. And almost... Actually, yeah, I might just go change that up a little bit. And just do this small strip. But when you do that, it means you have to be a lot more conscious about what you're doing and how you're doing it. Because you don't have the cop-out of the contract. You know? But I mean, this field here could be a pretty good place to put the shepherd's huts. Even if you put all 3 there, you could spread them out, you can make a nice little parking area. It's not too close to where you work the fields, so not too many tractor movements and stuff around it. And they get to look at the cows, you know? I think that is a good idea. Is that going to come out? Yeah. Sweet. I think that is... Oh. We've actually got stuff in there. What's that, straw? Don't know. Okay. Yeah, see, I think this will be a great place for it. Put one here that can kind of look in that direction. Good view. You know, get the feel. They can see tractors move. They got a bit of the cows. Maybe not there because we've got that area here. But maybe put another one like here. Just look at that view. That's a pretty good view, to be fair. I wouldn't mind coming here on a holiday. That's how far is this from the road? We could even potentially put it underneath the tree. You know, that's a pretty good view. Like here. It's nice and far away from anything. It's going to be pretty quiet. I think that's a pretty good shout. So that's two shepherd's huts we can place. Potentially 3. We could probably fit them in here if we really wanted to. But we're going to go with 2 on this one. I think. 2 on this piece of grass field here. And we can have this as part of the parking, for that matter. Obviously, it's part of a turnaround area for this, but because we are going to use that quite often. There's a lot of barley on this field. It's actually a lot bigger than you think, because it doesn't look that big. But there is a lot on here. The other thing, I think we got straw in there, which is good. And that might actually be the best way to do some of it. To get a forage wagon and a baler. Because some of it will sell. Definitely. We'll sell some of it. But if we get a forage wagon, we don't need to get a thing that strips the bales. Because if you're going to use bales for the straw, actually there is a mod where we can cut the straws on our own with our hand. Potentially, I'd have to check if that actually works. But that is an option. This is both the problem and the benefit of having a large field like this to work, because you've got loads of time to think and tinker and plan and, you know, consider all of the options. But then also part of the problem is because I tinker and plan and think and do all these things, I can't actually do anything about it because I'm busy. You know? It's a terrible problem to have. It can be our yearly planning harvest. Every year when we need to make plans, we do it when we harvest this field. We can get excited for it, you know. We can make it a big thing. Like everybody gets together. We're gonna plan. We're gonna make a plan with the harvest, on the harvest. Get on the machines and just plan for what? It's been an hour, I think, of just harvesting. Oh no! I lost a little bit. I mean, it's good because it's another load, but I was kind of hoping I'd just get that lost a little bit. We could also, considering the fact that this map is actually part of the fishing expansion, we could also look at doing some fishing. I'm not that bothered about it because I don't consider that necessarily farming in the old sense of farming. But if we do need more ways of making money, we could give that a shot. Could definitely try that out. Wouldn't be a bad thing to do. But obviously, you guys need to also let me know what you think and what you would like to see and what you would like me to try and do and all of this stuff. Because it's not just about me. It's not about me at all. It's about you. I have my plans, but you guys are the ones that are watching the videos and that need to enjoy the videos. So you need to tell me. In the comments, in chat, whenever we're here. If you're watching this on YouTube, then please do go give me a follow on Twitch. Then you can follow the story live when it happens, as it unfolds. And you can have a direct impact on the story as well, with regards to how we are playing, etc. Actually, that little tip at the end that we missed in the previous row, it's actually not that much of a problem. It's actually going to be easy to get that. Almost done. I mean, I keep saying that. I think I've been saying that about every 20 minutes now. Okay, so we can also see what we've got. We don't have straw. Okay, so we've got 25,000 liters. What do we have in that barn? 25,000 liters pretty much at this point. So that is a minimum of 25,000 pounds. That is a stupid amount of barley. I'm not complaining, don't get me wrong. I'm very happy with the fact that we've got nearly 30,000 liters of barley, but that is a lot. I did not expect that. I thought it was going to be 10, 15,000 liters off of this field. Which is why I was apprehensive to buy the... Well, it's why I didn't want to buy the harvester. Not that we bought this one, we leased this one. But with that amount of money, we can definitely look at potentially buying one. Well, a higher purchase, but we can definitely do that. Biggest first thing though is the tractor. We need to get a tractor, a good tractor. And we need to get a water tank thing. Since we do have the cows, we'll most likely end up keeping that top field as a grass field, because then we can sell the wheat every year, and we've got grass and hay, and we've got straw and silage for the cows and the sheep, so we can just feed our animals and essentially just rely on the wheat or the barley. And then obviously some of the straw as well, and getting more, and selling the wool, getting more sheep. I want to see how many sheep we can actually get into the barn, and into how many cows we can get into this. We're gonna literally just stop. Yeah, there. Yeah, definitely not too. Now I'm kind of disappointed. It's weird how that works, isn't it? You think, oh, we're going to get 15,000, then you get 25,000, you think, oh, we might make it to 30, and then you don't get 30, you're like, oh, I'm now disappointed. It's funny how that works, isn't it? How your expectations change. This machine is now extremely dirty, but that's okay, we don't have to wash it. Oh, come on, yeah. Oh, it's definitely going to miss a bit. Is it? Oh, look at that. That's beautiful, and we did it. And the first harvest of the planting field. The planting harvest is complete, everybody. Well, we still have to do the baling. And we've got to do... I've got to go look at this field up at the top. So I might just quickly stop it here. Turn it off. Let's go have a look. So... we need to see, firstly, can we do this grass now? Or soon? And, oh, come on. Yeah, so it is ready. It is ready. We can do this grass now, which is probably a good thing. Definitely going to make this field slightly bigger. Just to give us that little bit more. And with it being grass, we don't need... a lot of space around it. We're not going to make it much bigger, but like where I'm running now, you know, that's 2-3 meters either side, all around it. That's quite a expansion on the field. Same here. We could plow that road a little bit. Yeah, we can make this field quite a lot bigger, but I don't know if this bit's going to work for a hut. No, it doesn't look like that's going to work for a hut. But yeah, we can definitely make this field bigger. By quite a lot. Quite a lot. We'll know better when we got the tractor. Like this corner here could make it rounded as well. And still bigger. Like all of this rounded can go... yeah, we can make this a lot bigger. Yeah, definitely. I think a good idea. Alright. Take this back. Well, not yet. Let's unload it first and then take it back. And we'll have a look at a tractor. I'm guessing 28,500 liters. Which if we sell that at the full price, at the best price possible, you're looking at what, 20, 28, let's go for 28,000 times 1,150. That's 32,000 pounds. That is a substantial amount of money. On our first ever harvest in Scotland. Alright, let's take this back. And then have a look at... We need a tractor, we need a mower, we need a baler, at minimum. We need a windrow. Probably a tedder. Eventually a wrapper. We don't need a wrapper right now, but it would be good for us to get one. And then we need a water trailer. So firstly, let's get a baler and a forage wagon as well. Jeez, we do need a lot of equipment to actually make this farm self-sustainable. But that's okay. That's okay. We don't have to buy everything today. I think what we're going to start with is a tractor and a water trailer. So we can at least give the cows some water. And then I'm guessing they can eat the grass. Let me know if they can't, but I'm guessing they can eat the grass and still grow even if we don't give them any feed. Right? That's the point of a meadow. Right? Or of a pasture. Pasture. Also, definitely going to be driving over the James Bond Bridge. Is that the James Bond Bridge? I don't think that one's curved, that one's straight. Can you stop? Crazy drivers. Actually, now that I think of it, I don't think I have an indicator on this. I can't see one. Right, put it in their drop-off spot. Sweet. I wanted to see... No. Okay. Well, that's kind of disappointing, but okay. Anyway, let's have a look at tractors here. Let's have a look at sales quickly. Might be a good idea to have a look at sales. We've got some trucks. We've got a 102 horsepower tractor. Another 102. What is that? That's a spreader. It's quite a lot on sale, to be fair. Oh, well, knowing this would have been nice. There is a mower. We've got small tractors only. It's kind of annoying. Cultivator. That's a cultivator? Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I mean, that's pretty good. 33,000 for a white Agco. Got a baler for sale here. Oh wow, there's actually quite a lot really good sales. That's too much. I'd rather take the white. Okay, so this is pretty good. Pretty good. What is that? That's a wheels pull out small grown weeds between crops. Oh, that's cool. What is that? Oh, it's a transport thing. Okay, so definitely going to buy that. That is, I think that's a no-brainer. 6 meters, 3 meters. That is a cultivator, so that might be good as well, because we do need a cultivator for the field. And oh wow, we're going to be buying a lot of stuff now. Okay, let's start with this. Let's start with a white, good-looking tractor. It's pretty strong. How much extra? We can go for 225 horsepower for 24,000 extra. I don't think that's worth it. 160 is plenty for what we need now. Wheel setup, we're going to stay with that. 560 kilograms additional weight. It's quite a big tractor. I don't think we need weight just yet. We can add the weight on it at a later date. So I think we're going to do that. We're going to hire purchase this baby. We're going to go with 6 months per month, 1 year, 2 years, 2 years, or that one. I clicked on financing. I don't know why they're the same button. Social Sam, creating a community map where we all have different farms. I think there's a few guys that wouldn't mind jumping on this. Yeah, that's the plan. I have been talking to Mac, Dribble, and Yeti. The problem is how we're going to do that to make it, to allow for everyone to be involved. 2 years. 2 years is probably going to be the best option, and we'll take option number 4. Because, I mean, that's a lot. I'd rather not do that. All right, purchase this because some people are on console, some aren't. So that does make it a little bit difficult. 31,000. That's still quite expensive for a baler, to be fair. Before we worry about the baler, we do need a mower anyway. Actually, no, we do need a baler because we need the... That's a pretty good price. That's a spreader as well. We don't have muck currently. We can't get muck with the field that we've got. Or the thing that we've got. So that's not necessarily helpful. That's a... What is that? A planter. Okay. Don't care too much about that. Definitely need the cultivator. That's 3 meters. I don't really want that one. That's too small. This one might be better. And it is a good looking cultivator as well. For 12,000, that's actually pretty good. And that trailer is... Yeah, I don't like some with dual action, whatever you call it. I'd rather get a trailer that doesn't have that. One like this, actually. That is pretty good. Extension, yes. Okay, so I don't necessarily need the extension. But it's good having that, but I'm not going to get that just yet. Don't need that right now. The cultivator, where's the cultivator? So we could get this one, which is 6 meters. Let's have a look at the other cultivators that they actually got in here. We're looking for another one that's about 6 meters, because it's quite a big field. There you go. That's a... that looks terrible. That's not really a cultivator. 4 to 6 meters. That's pretty good. Six to 8 meters for the same price. So this one might be better. We go... Ooh, no, that's more expensive. Much more expensive. Okay, but 6 meters for the same price. Although this one is probably going to be cheaper. That is 4 to 6 meters. So if we extend that, still cheaper, and it is still 6 meters. 200 and... Okay, no, can't buy that. 250 horsepower requirement. Yeah, we're not doing that. This one's 5.4. Could do, but it's more expensive. Let's have a look at the sale one. It needs 200 horsepower anyway. We can't do that anyway. Okay. So I think... Oh, no. I don't think we're going to be doing... 6 meters. It's unlikely. 130 horsepower for 3 meters. Let's have a look if we can get close to 5. That's good. 5 meters. That's terrible looking cultivator though. That just does not look like a cultivator. It is looking terrible. Something like this could work. That one's 3.2 meters. 3.6. So if we do 4 meters, it's 170, which is still above what we need, or what we have. 8. Okay, now that's the terrible looking one again. I want one that looks like an actual cultivator. I mean, that's not a bad idea. That one's probably 5.4 meters. That one's very expensive, but it is a good looking one. But I think this one might be better. What is this? Cultivator settings, shallow cultivator, subsoiler, switchable. Don't know what that means. Yeah, I think we're going to go with this. I don't know if we can make a field with this. I feel like we should be able to. Yeah, I think we're going to have to do this one. All right, hire purchase. We're going to go for a 10% deposit. 20% deposit might be better. 2 years again. Option number 4 is quite cheap per month, so we'll go with that. Purchase that one. And then a water tank thingamajig. We need that. We do also need a baler. Cheese balers are expensive. I mean, it might be worth looking at that one that's for sale, because it is a very good one. 100 horsepower. This one. 54% off on that. That's very good. Good buy. It can do up to 180 round bales, which is good. Extinguisher. Don't know what that does. Oh, it adds the extinguisher there. Don't need that. Wait. Standard net. Okay, that does add the net, which is fine. Standard. Kind of like wide. Ooh, that looks cool. Yeah, we'll just go with that. Sweet. That one. Okay. And we'll do a higher purchase in this as well. I know we're buying a lot of stuff now. We'll go on a 10%, 2 years, option number 4, purchase. Water. There's no water in here. There's no water tank in here. Nope, not for sale. Okay. Let's have a look. Water animal. I think that's an animals. Animals, yeah. Water barrels. Now, we don't need a very expensive one here. Could even do something that we can put on. That's pretty cool, actually. You could put this in the front of the tractor. 4,000 liters. 2,000 liters. 6,000 liters for 7,000. That's not bad. It's gonna have to be that one. We could outright buy this one, but to be honest, I'd rather have a little bit of money in the bank. So we're going to hire purchase this one as well with a 20%. Can we do more? Yeah, let's go 20%. 2 years again. Option number 4 again. It just spreads it out for us. Okay, we've got a load of stuff now. So let's go Still got the quad bike here. This is going to be a bit of a mission to get everything moved, but that's fine. That is fine. Okay. Look at that tractor. That's cool. Alright, firstly, we're going to do the water, I think. We're going to... Yeah. We're going to get... Oh, I don't even know where to get water. Possibly here. Yeah, we're going to have a look over here. Don't know if there's going to be any other place to do that. Also, I need to hand in my leased vehicle. Oh, there. Okay, cool. So it tells us how much our monthly cost is and what our final fees are going to be, which is quite high, but that's fine. That's fine. We can hopefully by that point we can do that. Vehicles, and okay, sweet. This is where we do that. Return this one. And we'll return that one. And then these are our vehicles. Value, leasing cost. Obviously, that will tell us. Age. Yeah, okay. These are second-hand ones. That's why. Okay. Sweet. Let's get in the tractor. Oh, looks good. Looks good. Nice, big boy. I'm sorry, what? Oh, I don't have my HUD on. Oh, that scared me a little bit. I was like, oh no, have I made a boo-boo? Okay, well, we got the water, it's fine. We got there eventually. I want to see what this looks like inside. Oh, cool. Oh, wow, it sounds very nice in here. Driving up to the house. And I'm watching my stream on my phone now on 2 bars 5G, so I think it might be you, Sam. Come on. Ooh, it's struggling up this hill with a 6,000 liters. To be fair, it's a 6-ton water now. I'm pulling 6 ton. Probably more, actually, because that doesn't include the trailer weight either. Which is probably 300 to 500 kilograms. Yeah, it's all metal, so probably 300 to 500 kilograms. Wow, this water bud takes a lot of water. No way that actually takes all 6,000 liters. What? That is insane. What? That's a big trough. Thinking this is quite a water retarded what do you call it? Water doesn't mess this thing up. It's been treated for water. So I'm gonna probably put this over here. Oh wow, that's gonna be difficult for me. That's done. Let's go grab the baler. You wanna hear something funny? I've been sat down for so long now on a chair that I don't actually like. I've replaced this chair. This is not my actual chair. But it is on my Farming Simulator PC. And my ass hurts. Can I hook any one of these things onto another thing? No. And no. Okay. Well, it is what it is. Still also have my quad bike here, so I have to... Oh, I nearly just left. Once I hook up the next thing, the last thing. I'll have to get one of the workers to try and drive the tractor for me. We've got a Crone baler for £32,000. Obviously, we're still paying it off, but that is a bargain. Crone balers are pricey. We've got some really good equipment for pretty good prices. I'm very happy with that. Thinking of where I'm going to put this. I'll put this in the other spot. Actually, this is quite an expensive piece of equipment, so maybe I should put this internally. It's got a lot of working parts as well, so I'll probably put this inside. Ooh, inside somewhere. Okay, I know this isn't the usual place to put stuff like that. This is a silage pit or whatever, but I'm going to use this literally in the next stream, so I'm going to put that there. That's going to be a big job. What I might do, just to save some time, when we get to the point where I do that, I might just grab another tractor. I mean, if we can find... We probably could, to be fair, get a second tractor. We've got 2 fields, and it might be beneficial to get 2 tractors to actually do some work at the same time and get a contractor to work for us. I think it's going to make sense to get another tractor, a second tractor, maybe a smaller one. Doesn't have to be this big. Okay, we're just going to hold here for a sec. Let's go grab the quad bike. Kilted pistons, I love that. Yeah, the game is crossplay, but mods aren't. All mods aren't. And there's a lot of mods that I use on my content, like now, that won't be workable, like the hire purchase, for example, that you can't have on another server. That's the one. Sweet. So that's why. Most likely what we'll end up doing is doing two servers. Because unfortunately, if I want to make content, which obviously I do, and have a server, please know how to drive this time. I'm just gonna go, hopefully catch us up. Yeah, it looks like he knows how to drive. Okay. So yeah, unfortunately that is not gonna work. They had, yeah, you can get mods, but some like scripted mods. So you can get vehicles and tractors and plows and all that stuff, but the scripted mod stuff that adds the hire purchasing and the advanced maintenance. Am I going too fast? Stuff like that doesn't work. You either have to make a server that is crossplay workable, which allows obviously everyone to join, but then you can't have most of the mods that I use on here when I make content to make it more realistic. Even this, like the follow, I don't think that's a mod you can get on console. And like the follow isn't that much of a problem, because if you have other players, you know, on the server that can help you, then you can just get them to help you do that. But stuff like the hire purchase, the leasing, the financing, there's quite a lot. Like for example, being able to turn the HUD on and off, stuff like that. The advanced tools doesn't work. I'm gonna put that over there, I think, far side, and then the tractor is gonna go in there. So technically speaking, I have spots for 2 tractors. Okay, you can stop now, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Go home. Turn that off. Okay. If it was as simple as this, they worked, then I would have created the server already. But I have to kind of find a way to figure out exactly how to do it that's fair for everyone. Not fair. That doesn't exclude some people from the community. Things that we play. I'm just gonna quickly jump in here. Why not? I've got a little bit of time left. That's a pretty quick tractor. 102 horsepower. We'll have a look at what mowers we get. Well, that's a pretty good tractor, to be fair. Look at that. We got another tractor. Much smaller one, but one that a bit more versatile, like workhorse sort of thing, you know. We could use this tractor for quite a lot of things. And next time we can get... yeah, moves this easily. We can get the field baled. The main field baled, with the straw baled. And I can get the grass field mowed. Purchasing of fields, or of other property, will not just be I'm gonna buy a new field or another piece of property. I won't be able to do that. I will have to spin a wheel that will give me the field numbers that is for sale. And I'll spin it 3 times, and those 3 fields that will come up will be for sale, and I can pick one of those 3. So all fields won't just be purchasable at all times.